Good morning. How are we doing? And welcome to this morning's Positive EFT. So if you're around, come in and let me know that you're joining me. And if you're watching on the replay, you are equally as welcome. So just while people are coming on, for those of you who don't know me yet, my name's Yvonne and I'm an EFT practitioner and a positive life coach. And I help people who struggle with confidence to believe in themselves. And how I do that is through EFT, meditation, and personal development. Okay, so each morning I pull some cards, positive affirmation cards, and what we do here is we tap them in. So we create positive statements to try and shift some negative thoughts, negative feelings, reduce anxiety, reduce stress, reduce worry. And we do that with some positive affirmations. So I've pulled 4 cards. And there's a lovely message again this morning. So just while you're rolling on, I will start to call out the affirmation cards. Okay, so the first one this morning is Good morning, Jeanette. The first one this morning, the first card is from the Heart Thoughts deck, and it says, I am free to be me. Okay, so I am free to be me. It's a lovely statement. On the back of it, it says, I see myself as being free. I am free in my mind. I am free in my body. I am free in my lifestyle. I am free to be me. So it's a nice reminder, because you are free to be you. Everyone else is taken, so you might as well be yourself. Okay, so the second card is from the Life Loves You deck, and that says, I am worthy of my own love. Okay, so it's a really nice card. Look at the colours. It says, I am worthy of my own love. And on the back of it, it says, write a love note to yourself. What is it that you most need or want to hear today? Okay, so what is it that you want to hear today? And why not be the person to say that? Okay, and then from the Miracles Now deck, it says, true abundance is an inside job, which is so true. I was having this conversation yesterday. So the message that we send out is from our heart center. So if we don't believe it, for example, abundance. So if you are somebody who sits in a lack mindset, then if that's the vibration that you're sending out into the universe, then that's what you're going to get back. So if you sit in a vibration of, I am abundant, I attract abundance, I deserve abundance, and believe that is the case, then you will attract that back. Whereas if you sit in a place of, well, I'm not abundant, I'm always struggling, nothing comes to me easily, why does life always have to be a struggle? Then that's what you're going to attract. So if you find that you're a person that sits in a lack mindset, pick some affirmations like, I am abundant, I deserve abundance, abundance comes to me easily, things like that, until it starts to feel comfortable and until that vibration changes. Okay, because what we put out is what we get back. Okay, so true abundance is an inside job. And abundance doesn't have to be financial. It can just simply mean being happy. Okay, so you're responsible for your happiness, nobody else. And it is an inside job. So that's what I take from that card. Okay, so then the 4 agreements card says, don't make assumptions, speak openly and honestly. Okay, so speak openly and honestly. Don't make assumptions. When we make assumptions, what happens is we rob ourselves of our peace of mind because we create scenarios that probably don't exist at all. Okay, and there is nobody who is free from that, unfortunately. So that's something that you need to practice to get good at. So on the back of it, it says, when you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. So true. The day you stop making assumptions, you will commit cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. Okay, so the day you stop making assumptions is the day that you will have peace of mind. You will have peace of mind. You commit to communicating clearly, okay, and cleanly. instead of toxically. So how many times have you spiraled into a situation where you make assumptions about something, and before you know it, you've gone into a state of panic or a state of worry or a state of anxiety? When we make assumptions, that's what happens. We rob ourselves of our peace of mind. Okay, so don't make assumptions. So this is one of my favorite ones, one of the agreements, because it is the one that gives you the most peace of mind. Okay, and it's one that I try to practice on a daily basis. It's hard, but I try to practice on a daily basis. And actually, I was having a conversation with somebody about this yesterday. We're making assumptions about a particular situation. We don't know. We don't know what other people's situations are. So we presume, our own self-doubt creeps in, and we presume that others' situations or others' responses are about us, when in actual fact they're not. They're about them. Okay, but that's not always easy to see. So just to recap, I am free to be me. I am worthy of my own love. True abundance is an inside job. Don't make assumptions, speak openly and honestly. Yes, me too. Yeah. Okay, so close your eyes now and ask yourself, what is the message that I need to take away from these cards today? Okay, good morning, Joe. What are the message that I need to take away from these cards today? So ask yourself, how can I take this message into my day? And if I find any resistance to it right now, what's that resistance about? So we're going to start tapping. So anybody who hasn't seen these lives before, we're just going to tap now. We're going to try and reduce any stress response or any resistance to whatever message we need to take away from these cards today. Okay. So if making assumptions, for example, is something that you're guilty of, how do you feel when you think about that? And how can you bring that into your day? Okay. Not making assumptions. Okay. So tapping on the karate chop. And we're just going to create a little bit of a statement. So even though I'm gonna create a statement that resonates with me, and if mine resonates with you, use it. Otherwise, you can pick your own. So even though I always make assumptions, when I do that, I rob myself of my peace of mind. I acknowledge that that's how I feel, and I'm just going to send myself some love. So even though I always make assumptions, and when I do that, I rob myself of my peace of mind, and I spiral into a place of anxiety. I acknowledge that right here, right now, that's okay, and I'm just going to send myself some love. So one more time in the karate chop. Even though I have a habit of making assumptions, and when I do that, I rob myself of my peace of mind and spiral into a place of anxiety. I acknowledge that right here, right now, I am open to changing that and creating a new habit of trying not to make assumptions. I'm just going to be open to the thought of that right now. Okay? So, tapping on the eyebrows. So now we're going to bring in the affirmations. Okay? So just think about what's come up. Okay? Be present with your thoughts as you tap. And we're going to bring in some of the affirmations. So, side of the eye. I am free to be me. Under the eye. I am worthy of my own love. Under the nose. True abundance is an inside job. Under the mouth. I will try to speak openly and honestly. Collarbones, and not make assumptions. Under the arm, because I am worthy of my own love. Top of the head, I am free to be me. Okay, so just notice as we're tapping if any thoughts or feelings come up. And just to acknowledge them and allow them to pass through. Okay, because we're not our thoughts. We can change them at any stage. So if you were to reframe some of the thoughts that are coming up right now, okay, so if you're starting to give out to yourself for making assumptions, so if you're saying, oh my God, I always do this, why do I do this? If those are the thoughts that are coming up right now and you start giving out to yourself, then ask yourself, how can I reframe these? So it could simply be, so if we were to introduce some choice statements, so it could simply be, I choose today to not make assumptions. Under the nose, I choose today to be free to be me. Under the mouth, I choose today to be worthy of my own love. Collarbones, I choose today to feel that true abundance is an inside job. Under the arm, I choose today to speak openly and honestly. Top of the head, I choose today to be free to be me. Okay, so we're just going to do one more round of tapping. So I just want you to think about, to just check in with yourself now and see if anything has come up and if you've been able to reframe anything. So sometimes we get new insight as we tap, because when we're tapping, we're reducing a stress response, and that allows our mind to come up with a solution for us, okay, in relation to whatever issue is there. Okay, so just acknowledge that now and see. Just be aware of your thoughts. Notice what your thoughts are. And if you find negative thoughts creeping in, then ask yourself, how can I reframe this thought to serve me better? Okay. Collarbones. And just notice what comes up. Collarbones. Okay. Top of the head. So today I choose to release any negative thoughts or feelings that creep into my mind today, because they serve me no purpose. They just keep me stuck. And I don't want to be stuck. I am brave and I am kind. Gently stop tapping. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. And just allow the tapping to dissolve, to reduce and release anything that does not serve you. Release and let it go. Okay, so just check back in with yourself now. Close your eyes and just ask yourself, how am I feeling right now? Acknowledge it. And now I want you to set an intention for yourself. So bearing in mind everything that we've talked about this morning, the different affirmations, if there's a particular affirmation that resonates with you, choose to take that as your mantra with you for the day. But I want you to set your intention now. So today, my intention is to consciously not make assumptions. I'm going to really try hard to not make assumptions. Okay, so I'd love to hear what your intention is for the day. If you want to come in and comment, that would be really lovely. And let me know. And then just simply affirm, and so it is. And that's you making that commitment to yourself by affirming that and sending that message out into the universe. Okay? And so it is. Love that, Yvonne. Thanks. You are so welcome, Sharon. Okay. Hi, Melinda. How are you doing? Okay, so I hope that helped. I hope you got some new insight from that little tap. EFT is amazing. It's amazing how quickly we can shift our thoughts from negative and from judging ourselves and giving out to ourselves to positive. Okay, so when you tap, you get new insight. It's so powerful and it's so effective. And it helps to really reduce the stress response so quickly. We've just done literally 5 or 6 minutes of tapping, and you can see the difference that it makes. Okay, so if you enjoyed this, please like, share, comment. If there is one person you think would benefit from these morning lives, please share it with them. And if you're listening on the podcast, please subscribe. And again, share it with somebody. Send it to somebody. And if you want to tag me in your stories, that would be great. That helps me to reach more people. So I would love if you did that as well. Okay, so Jeanette says, I choose to not make assumptions today. Yes, good stuff, Jeanette. And so it is. Thanks, Yvonne. You are very welcome. Okay, guys, That's it for me today. I will see you all tomorrow. Have a fantabulous day, and be kind to yourself. Okay, bye for now.